Fantastic day so far. Uh, Honestly, a really great 2 days in a row. Um, I was actually so distracted just now on the Telegram, hyping it up with the rest of the community over there that I almost missed this thing. Henry had to come grab me.
I was wondering where you were. You're usually like 5 minutes early. I was like, damn, I saw you messaging on Telegram. I need to go
Yeah, there
grab
was a bunch of the new buyers. A lot of the new buyers just head over there first.
it. Yeah,
So they'll buy, and then as soon as they buy, they head over to Telegram to ask like the typical, "Hey, how do you see it in Trust Wallet?" and stuff like that. So
right.
um, I was watching the charts earlier. I was noticing some new holders coming in, and I just decided to hang out there for a little bit. It gets depressing sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. Telegram is just a dark, seedy place for some reason, but you got to do it, and I'll do it as often as I can. Anyways, so I hope everybody's had a good day. It's been a great day for Meta overall. Um, we did just post about the coin merge ads finally going live. Those will run for the next 24 hours. We have some more banner ads going up on other sites right now. The more those banner ads get out, the we strongly believe as a team that we will get new fresh holders. And that's really what we need to be focusing on right now is trying to get as many new wallets in as possible. So we'll be expanding on those ads and adding feature charts and some like written articles on different sites. All of that will be happening uh, heavily the day after Christmas. So on 26th, we'll start heavily in those features. Over the next 2 days, of course, we still have ads running, and we will continue to do as much guerrilla marketing as possible. We have teams put together already, people that are going to focus on certain things, particularly on Christmas and strategic advertising that we're going to try to hit. That being said, we are going to starting uh, right after Christmas. We will start to do a recycle on our original uh, YouTube partners that we have. So we'll get a couple of fresh videos out from those guys, just touching base, going over updated charts, and we'll add on a couple new YouTubers as well. We'll make those announcements as soon as we have those names. Uh, I want to go shout out to Ollie. He's really done a lot for us as far as the healing goes. He's made plenty of Reddit posts for us. He's been doing a lot of upvoting for us on the different coin listing sites. And it might not seem like that makes a big difference, but I promise you guys, it really, really, really does. You see immediate results once you get like the top 10 starts on all those pages. Um, if you're down on the bottom of the list, of course, you don't see much from it. But if you actually get to the top 10, top five, top three, you'll see huge, massive, especially if it's like with the right metrics. If you're a fresh coin, you're still new, and you're on the top 10 and you just steadily climb with the top 10 chart, then people take notice and it doesn't bring in new holdings. He also did put together that artificial tracker link. That thing does work just fine. I know the link itself looks a little funny, but the tracker does work. I've tested it. I've reviewed the JavaScript and all the code for it and everything correct there and good. Um, so that is pinned and that is available right now. The official tracker from our website should be out this evening. Um, if I hit any snags or anything like that, I'll update the community. But I am aiming to have that out and available to the public at some point this evening. I've got a couple more things I have to do on that. Uh, Other development news. Actually, I'm not going to say anything just yet. We do have some big things in the works, and we might be changing a couple of our items on our roadmap. Not changing them, but moving them closer inbound. But I'll talk about that on a different day. I just need a little bit more concrete information from a few individuals. Gosh, I don't know about anybody else, but once it gets this close to Christmas, no matter what I thought I had done and like was ready to go for, I realized at the last second that like no, I'm not done. I have a whole lot more stuff to do, and my wife has been a supreme help all day today, and she literally ran out and did most of the last minute shopping for us. We still got like stocking stuffers and stuff. I've got three children. They're all fairly small. My oldest is 11. Um, so we have a big Christmas that we have to do. Anyway, so she ran out and did all that shopping for me today because I did a little bit of driving yesterday, and a little bit of driving that I did yesterday literally just like terrified me. All the roads are so full. There's traffic everywhere. Yeah, I just don't play those games. I'm a firm believer that humans weren't actually supposed to operate motor vehicles, just as like a general principle. There's no reason to go that fast. Anyhow, um, does anybody have any questions for the team or for me in particular? That's why we hold these things, and I just want to give anybody the opportunity to say anything they want to say.
I don't know about anyone else, but I've been very impressed with the growth and holds that we've been seeing these last 2 days. I love seeing it.
Yeah, I'll say this much. I really like the pattern of the growth. Um, I do like deep dives as far as like who's actually buying and stuff like that, and I do know that a lot of our own original to the community that's already in here has been making a lot of the actual purchases up until the last 24 hours at least. In the last 24 hours, we have started to gain some traction, get more new wallets and new holders in, which is fantastic. And by the way, it's fantastic to see the original community continue to buy in because they do believe in the project. But in general, the traction on the chart just looks extremely healthy for a stable growth pattern. It's not huge pumps. It's just nice, good pumps here. A little bit of leveling, another good pump, a little bit of leveling, maybe a dip with some consolidation, then a pump back up, and it looks great. It's a fantastic looking chart. So we're definitely going to be pushing to get feature chart listings within the next couple of days because right now we have an amazing looking chart for those listings, and I think it would benefit us great. Sorry, I stole your thunder. Does anybody else have any questions or comments? All right, well then
So
I
what I
have a
keep
question.
hearing, okay, so I keep hearing is to fill your bag, right?
Yeah, fill your bag. I mean, yes, everybody here, by all means, top up your bags. But I think everybody should also get excited to know, especially if you've been here since the very, very beginning, which I'm looking at everybody here in the chat, and most of you have. I think there's like one face that I'm not for sure on. But the today, the noticeable buy that I saw that I remembered and I took notice of was that $1,500 buy, $1,500, and they bought 880 billion Meta. Uh, I think that's significant for everybody here. If you just think about that on a general basis, that's where we are right now. We got there very quickly, and we're gonna get even higher just as fast. Um, and I bet that individual is going to make a second purchase to get to that even choice. Oh, anyways, um, oh yeah. So Nick, whenever I hopped on here right now, I hear that somebody like in the group knows you, but you didn't know that they were here.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So I got Steven to buy into the pre-sale, and I guess he told his brother-in-law, and I just didn't know.
Oh,
He he knew the connection,
oh,
but I
okay.
didn't know. I didn't know.
Okay, so there was still a connection then. Okay, I thought there was no connection, and I was like, wow, that's pretty amazing.
Talk them, that's all. It's all good.
Yeah,
Okay.
actually, super crazy story. So off topic, I'm sorry, but I was actually playing Xbox one day, and this has been about 2 years ago now. I'm playing. I joined a random lobby with some guys. We were playing Apex, I think, And I started talking to these guys, and it's really cool to find randoms to play a game with that are actually cool. And these guys are legit.
Yeah.
So I played like 5 games with them, and I was like, "Where are y'all from?" They're like, "Oh, from Missouri." I was like, "Cool." I said, "Where at?" And they told me, and I was like, "Well, that's where I work. I work in that town." And they're like, "Oh, no way. Yeah, that's where we live." Dude, they live like 2 minutes from where I work.
So do you want me to crush your uranium?
No.
Okay.
Why you gotta
So
do
the
that?
way so the way that works is your match finder is set to regional. So you like we're pairing up with people within like your region to begin with. So it's not as an amazing feat as you believe it is, but still very cool. Very cool. Very awesome.
First off, I don't like how you just did that.
I'm sorry. But no, I mean that's never happened to you before. Like, how long
No,
you been
no,
gaming?
never,
Uh,
never.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, you don't
Um,
always ask people where they live because that's kind of creepy, but you start playing together well, then you ask. So it's probably happened
right.
more than you realized.
I mean,
That
like,
could
for
be.
instance,
Yeah. Most of the time I
well,
don't talk to randoms, but these guys were good, and we just kind of started talking. Like we were calling out stuff real good, so I was like, "Hey, these guys are pretty cool. Like we're gonna work good together as a team." A few games later,
like
we got brought.
if you used to play COD all the time, then like you would have figured it out like back in those days. Because like for instance, there's a couple million people online playing, but whenever you hop in your lobby, you end up seeing like the same like 2 or 3 different teams like all the time. It's because of your regional matching. It's just somehow your internet service provider matches you to that region. Sometimes it is your local region, other times it's not. But you get like stuck in that loop and you'll end up seeing like the same group of people again and again and again. And it's not because there's not a lot more players online. It's typically your matchmaking settings. You can change those settings always to get a wider pool. If anybody here ever wants to play with a serious gamer, he's in the Discord. He never talks. His name is Bulgarski. It's 1-3 Bulgarski. Uh, but yeah, it's like pro level gamer on any game that you could think of. It's really depressing. It's really depressing. He's like a personal in real life friend, and yeah, I've never beat him at a single game in my entire life. Him and his brother, like yeah, stupid stuff in games. They do stupid things in games. Anyway,
Probably because he sucked.
back to some on topic stuff. Uh, uh, so with the upcoming wallet release that we have, um, the first initial beta release that we're going to do is going to be Android only. We're going to test that within our community. We'll have an Apple version as well. Um, but we'll be able to do some quick beta testing and stuff like that with an Android version fairly quickly. And to be honest with you, we're focused heavily on the Android development because that's what we'll be plugging into uh, the headset consoles and stuff like that for the VR experiences. And I have been informed that we will be including a VR launcher within the wallet itself. Um, I personally can't explain to you right this very second more on what exactly that's going to do and how that's going to be handled, but it's been explained to me that it's a must for multiple reasons. I'll be able to elaborate in more details on that probably after this weekend. I'll be having an inner life meeting with a few gentlemen and hammer out some of those details. Uh, but that development is underway. We're actually going to be pausing some of our VR space development for a quick update on our wallets and get that pushed out a little bit faster. That way we can reassign some team members all to working on the same thing at the same time, just to try to facilitate faster movement on these key items. Because we need we need one out quickly before the other, so we can start doing further testing on the other. Um, but we're pushing for that quickly in the background. Uh, that's the best update I can give on that right now. I will have more details on those items in the very near future. Uh, I did tell everybody that after we had our gym crypto video, we would have a little bit of a lull. that being said, Henry and I have been talking in the background, working on exactly what moves we're going to make next as far as the YouTube front goes. Like I said, we will have new videos coming out from our current YouTube partners, but we are pursuing different influencers right now. And if anybody has any suggestions, as always, we are open to fielding those suggestions. And we do contact everybody that people tell us that we need to contact. We whether or not that conversation gets started easily or goes well, uh, may or may not be the case. But we do contact every single person that anybody suggests to us, just to at least find out whether or not it's a good thing, whether or not they're open and we're open to it as well.
Yeah, I actually reached out to probably like 10 or 15 people today, and still waiting on response. But
Yeah, well, I
so
mean, it's the
I also
holidays
was
too.
yeah.
Yeah, it's the holidays. I know that a lot of people are doing the right thing for themselves more than likely and taking some time off. You know, I function better personally when I'm working a lot, but that's just me. I do try to take time for my family as much as possible, and I have to with my son, obviously. But I typically, if I start to stagnate for too long, I get really anxious and I have anxiety problems and stuff like that. So if I can stay moving, stay working, I just operate better on a general level. Now, if anybody goes and looks at Captain Roast video that he made for us on YouTube, um, I did leave a comment there, and you can see how I looked when I was like 20 years old, maybe 21, somewhere around there. I was really young face, my boyish good looks. Does anybody have any questions, concerns, or anything they would like to talk about?
I'd like to just real quick say thank you to the team. You guys are doing a phenomenal job.
Oh, we appreciate that. I want to say thank you to the community. You guys are doing a phenomenal job. We literally couldn't do our job if it wasn't for the community. And this project really is, always will be, a community project built around community rewards and built on staking and governance. So we're going to be able to facilitate more ways for you guys to have direct input on the project itself and be able to kind of ease the facilitation of that input and make it a little bit more direct. That way, especially as we grow, right now it's kind of manageable as far as just talking to everybody and getting a feel of how the community is in the moment and what they would like to see from us. Right now, it's fairly easy because of our size and our interaction. But as we grow, we do realize that that's going to be harder and harder. But especially being the base community that you are, and everybody holding what they hold now, to be able to work that into systems of governance for you guys. That way, even as we're harder to get a hold of and harder to actually, you know, stuff like that, you guys just still be able to make that same input on the same level that you guys do now. Because I want this to continue to feel like it is a community project, that we're all in this together, that we're gonna, we're gonna make it. We're all gonna make it together, and that's the way it's got to be. Right now, that's what I meant earlier by our distribution rate is so even across the board. Many of the people here in the audience, even right now, they hold bags that are 2 to 3 times the size of mine, and that's the way I wanted it to be. My goal is to make my bag 3 trillion tokens as valuable as possible, and I won't stop until I'm at a like significant level that it makes sense that everybody else is as well. And I hope that makes sense to everybody. I don't have to be a super large multi-trillion token holder because the tokens I have now will be more than I could ever imagine in my lifetime. at some point, and the BUSD rewards that I receive from holding those tokens will cover every cost that I would ever need to cover just through volume and facilitating our marketplace and allowing the interaction between projects and products and fuel it through Meta and keeping that volume high and keeping those rewards high for the entire community, providing like sustainability for the project itself and for everybody involved. Does anybody else have any questions? Dude, he can get pulled over. I'm
Question.
standing outside on my front porch. He's driving around with no
Oh,
headlights on.
got him. Had a couple more buys come in while we've been on the AMA.
That's always good to hear, man. That's always good to hear. I like to think that they hear my voice and they're like, he sounds like an angel. I'm going to go buy some tokens.
You just shit on my story earlier.
I didn't. I gave you knowledge. Knowledge is power. So
I could
now
have went
you
without
know. Anyways. All right, guys. Well, if everybody's good, nobody else has any more questions, I need to get back to work. I'm really trying to get this rewards calculator done and finished tonight so I can stop thinking about it. It's been like a huge burden on myself because I've got everything in place for it now, literally everything, and just the only problem is that WordPress is very unfriendly to JavaScript in general. There's definitely ways to embed it, but for some reason, every time I'm embedding it, it's just breaking it and coming up wrong. So I'm updating my plugins now, and I'm gonna get on a live chat with my VR dev here in a little bit, and we're gonna walk through this and make sure we get this done. Um, I'm not too proud to say that I need help sometimes. And this is a situation where I've been trying to bang my head against the wall for 2 days to get this finished, just burning up my time with it. So I'm gonna lean on somebody real quick, help get it done. We'll have all that in place, and then it's gonna have the exact same look and feel of our current website. It's just gonna be an added page. It'll be like a /rewards, and you'll get the rewards calculator there. Uh, I'm then gonna just pause the website there with the way it looks and feels, and hire in or contract somebody, a whole new person, to just give everything a fresh look, UI, and update it a little bit so it fits a higher business standard. Again, definitely not too proud to say that I try on UIs and user interfaces. I do my best with graphical design. Um, that's not my forte though. I can usually get the job done fair enough, better than most, but definitely not at the level that this project needs. So we are going to be bringing in somebody to make sure that we get that up to par with what I would expect to see from a serious investment that I was going to make. Uh, and as well, on the exact same note, we haven't at all forgotten about our white paper. That is still making its rounds between a couple of editors. We're working on it right now in the background. Um, as soon as I get this rewards calculator taken care of, that'll kind of be like my very next top of the line item that I personally will be taking a look at getting done and getting taken care of. Uh, so yes, these items will get done. Will get done very quickly. I know the community wants them. I know that it'll make our project look and feel better, and that is a strong focus of ours right this very second. If anybody else has any questions, I'd love to take them. If not, I am going to go back inside and get to work. Alrighty, guys. Thank you all very, very, very much. We have had a great run so far. Let's keep it up. I wanted to leave it out on we are trying to win a contest right now on CoinMerge. It's pinned in the vote here section of the Discord. We need to try to win this contest. If we win this contest, we get a free $1,000 worth of advertising. And to give you an example of what that would mean to us, right now we have maybe spent out of the marketing wallet itself, I think, like $500 or $600. So that free $1,000 worth of advertisement on that one site alone would almost double what we've spent out of the marketing budget on that type of production ads. We spend a lot more out of pocket out of the founder's wallet or out of Nick's wallet for YouTube and stuff like that. But as far as actually like banner ads and stuff like that, that one little victory would actually double what we spent so far. By the time we get to that point, that won't be the case. We would have spent a whole lot more. But point is, it's free advertisement, and we love free advertisement. If we win that, I will be the happiest camper in all, and I will take care of the community. And we all know how I like to do that. I like to burn things. So you guys help me, I'll help y'all. I'm going to leave it on that note. Please go vote and have a good night. And I will, of course, we will keep the AMAs up. So I will hold an AMA on Christmas Eve, and I will hold one on Christmas Day as well. So,
How often can you vote?
What is it?
How often can you vote on that? I voted, but I tried to get back on. It wouldn't let me. Said you already voted. So I don't know how often.
Luca?
I believe you get one vote. Everybody gets one vote. You could vote for theoretically different projects as well, but for each like competition that they run, it's just one vote. So, I mean, I'm not going to stop you from making another account, but it's just
That's a good point.
one vote per account.
All right, so here in a moment, I'll test. I can't remember the name of the site right now, but there is a site that will give you a temporary email and password for like an auto account real quick. I will find that site, and if that site is working, we can exploit it that way.
I like it.
And I'll pin that in the Discord. Yes. Thank you all. Have a fantastic evening.